Okay, on today's GPS short, we're going to use two different methods to find a cache. Whenever you go up and you have your information in your GPX files and you're going toward a cache, you can use your map, and there's two different ways. You can use your map or you can use your compass. On this particular cache, we're going to use our map. So the important thing about this is to know you have to have these fields at the top. And I have distance to destination. That's the key one right there. Got to have that in there. I've got time of destination, but that's not important. The main one is this one here. Only 67 feet from the cache. And what happens is, as you're coming in on it, you're way back like this. And then you actually want to zoom in gradually. And you want to keep on keeping that triangle going toward the cache. You see how it goes toward the cache? Now it's going to go away from the cache. So we want that triangle to go toward that area. So we're going to use that to zoom in. And as we get closer and closer, we keep on wanting to hit that enter button until you get this down to about 20 feet or less. Then you pretty much just got to look for the cache. So this is one way to find a cache. And like I said, another way is the compass, and we'll show you how they use the compass to find a cache. And that's the way a lot of people do it. I'm just used to using the map myself. Now, what's important is that you have, on your settings, you have north up always. That way it keeps this from, every time you move, keeps the actual image from shifting around. So you have to have north up on your settings. So you'll see now I'm down to 3 feet. That's about as good as it's going to get. Now some of these caches today have been off a little bit. I'm not sure if it's just the conditions today, but this is where I'm going to start looking for the cache. And like I said, pretty much not only look at the GPS now, I know I'm kind of zeroed in on this particular area right here. And I'm going to just do a nice little search, about a 10-foot radius right in this area. So, my GPS has been drifting quite a bit. It's gone from as little as 5 feet all the way up to 21 feet. But here's the cache right in this general area. I'm not going to pan up real quick. Not really show you where it's at, but it's basically in that tree or near that tree right there. So that is how you find a cache with the map. And now we're going to do one with the compass. So you'll see this is how you go after a cache with the compass. You have this compass setting. You need to have at least this distance to next, and then you can put the time to next just to see how quick it's going. But you definitely need the distance to next in your fields. And basically you see it's telling me to go back this direction here, and then you just keep on following that and let that clamp down. 0.19 now, and then you let it cut down. And then at this point you don't really have to zoom in or anything with this. You just keep on watching these numbers down here. Eventually it'll go to 0.10 and then it'll drop to feet. So that's when you're getting pretty close to it. Now here you'll see I finally dropped down to that 80 foot, 78 feet, and I'm heading right at it right now. So following this trail, which is taking me pretty close to where I need to go. A lot of people like this, and the same thing with this one. When it gets down to about the 20-foot mark, you want to drop it off and put it on your side and just start looking around, because otherwise you're just going to spin around in circles, because this compass is going to keep on swinging back one direction or another. And you can see now it's swinging hard to the left, and it just happens that my trail is going that way, so it works out good. And the item that I'm looking for is actually not a cache, it's an actual item. And I'm looking for Faces of Nature is what it's called. So I've actually got to my location and just now zeroed out to 8 or 6. And you'll want to give it a chance to zero out sometimes. If you stop, it'll actually spin into where you want to go. So that's all I have for today. I just wanted to show you the two ways of finding the cache, using the compass and using the map. They both have their advantages and disadvantages. So that's all I have, and if you have any questions, talk to me in the comments and I'll get back with you.